Good morning, team. Tiffany Quinn here with a new pyramid-style workout challenge to help you build, strengthen, and burn into your glutes. I will be using my flat bench for the hip thrust sets today, but remember that you can also opt to perform glute bridges down on the mat as an alternative, or use a low-to-height chair in place of the bench. We'll also be using the medium and heavy adjustable bands to feel more of a burn in the glutes, but of course these two are optional and the exercises can be done without them if you prefer a lighter intensity. Remember, if you don't have my adjustable set of bands to work with yet, you can always find them in the link below the video, or you can find them on Amazon. Finally, I'll be using my single 30 and 50 pound dumbbells today, but as always, please pick weights that are appropriate for your own strength and own ability. Now that you know what to expect, get your equipment set up for me and let's go burn. What's up, everyone, and welcome back for our sumo squat and hip thrust variation glutes only workout. Now, what we've got in store for today is a series of pyramid sets where our timer will be set for an upscaling and descaling timer. So essentially, we'll be climbing up the mountain and descaling back down with the second set of those exercises. The timer will be set for 20 seconds, 30 seconds, and 60 seconds work. Again, your descale will be the same thing in reverse, a 60, 30, and 20 second timer with a 15-second recovery frame between each of those working intervals. Now, I will give you also another 60 seconds recovery time frame between our exercises today, but let's go ahead and get started with our mobility sequence to help disassociate the lower back and the hips. That way we don't injure ourselves throughout the workout and we're working into the right muscle group, the glutes. So come on down to the mat for me. We're going in a quadruped position. Your hands are in line with the shoulders, the knees in line with the hips. Pull that core in tight, and what our focus is going to start with is hip tilts forward and back. So if you just look for a moment before I start the timer, when we tilt the hips back, this is that Kim Kardashian booty. That is your anterior tilt of the hips. The posterior is that tuck forward, creating that pancake butt type look, all right? So let's go ahead and get started. We've got 5 minutes to warm up. Going in 3, get into position, in 2, on 1, going straight in today. So core nice and tight. We're gonna start with that hip tuck forward, curl the hips under towards the chin, and hold for 3, 2, 1. Remember, you're not moving the rest of your upper body. It's just the hips. Now tilt back into your anterior tilt, creating that Kim Kardashian booty for 3, 2, 1. Now let's pick up the tempo a little bit. Curl under and tilt back. And just practice this back and forth for a total of 6 reps. And 5. And 4. 3 more. Last 2. Last 1, and now stay here in extension. We're going into our spinal segmentations. So we're gonna chin tuck down into spinal flexion, push those palms into the floor, and come up into spinal flexion through the upper back, rounding through the mid back, through the lower back, tucking under into posterior tilt forward, and then back up from head first, extending through the neck, walking it down the upper spine, the mid spine, the lower spine, and repeat with that chin tuck down, rounding through the upper back, through the mid back, the low back, and back up head first into extension, walking it down vertebrae by vertebrae. Take your time here. Try to come into full spinal flexion as you tuck those hips under, back into your extension from head first, walk it down the upper, the mid, the lower spine, and now just hold here. We're going to reverse that segmentation in the other direction. So again, core nice and tight. We're starting with that hip tuck under into that posterior tilt forward, walking it up the low back, the mid back, the upper back, and chin tuck down at the top. And then reverse from the low back, walking it up the mid back, the upper back, into full extension, and repeat. Tucking under with the hips, really try to curl those forward. Segment by segment. After this, we will come up to standing. Tuck the hips under, walk it up, the T-spine, the cervical spine, chin tuck down into flexion, and reverse from the low spine, the mid spine, the upper spine, and relax. All right, from here, we're coming up to standing. We're going to work on our squat as well as hinge mobility and a little bit of heel raises because we do have those in the workout. So you're wanting to start with a wide stance on the mat. We're coming into our deep squat position, hands at chest center, lift up the heels onto the toes, back down, and raise. Trying to sink a little bit deeper with each rep. Again, just warming up the muscle groups we'll be working into today. Up onto those toes, squeeze your calves, back down to the heels, and raise. Knees nice and wide, torso tall. I hope you're ready for a very sweaty workout today. Come down, knees nice and wide, raise onto those toes. Let's hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, on 1. You can lower those heels down and come back up to standing. Repeat, come down, lift, lower, and raise. Let's get 3 more here. 2 more, facing straight ahead. Last one, lower the heels, lift up, and now we're going to work on hip flexion. So from here, same thing into your deep squat, hinge forward, find that stretch along the hamstrings, back into your deep squat position, and raise. 1, 2, 3, and 4, like you're sitting into a chair. This is the last bit of our warm-up, and then you'll get a quick break while I set up our next timer. And we'll be starting off today with our sumo squats. Come forward, squat down, and raise. 1, 2, 3, 4. Great job. 3 more. Should be feeling warm in the legs now. 2 more. Final rep for me. And come up to standing, and let's go ahead and get set up with our weights. So I will be alternating between my 50 and my 30-pound dumbbell today, and I think I'll be starting with that 50-pound weight. Now, of course, use what's most suitable for yourself, even if that means using a filled water bottle. All right, so we're starting off with our 20-second interval. Then we've got that 15-second rest between. Then we've got 30, I apologize. Another 15, a 60, another 15, back down that same scale, and then a 60-second rest. So starting with a wide stance here, the feet are at 30 to 45 degrees outward. We're keeping the torso tall throughout, coming down and lifting up. Go ahead and get into position for me. Starting our timer in 3, in 2, on 1. Our first set has started. So stay tall on that spine. Come down with the knees wide. Keep yourself upright. Lower down and raise. The first of 6 sets. At your own pace today. 1 more. Take that 15-second break. The 20 seconds goes by quick. Think of it as climbing up the mountain. We get to the top, and then we get a break as we make our way back down. Going in 3, 2, 1. Shoulders back and down, away from the ears. Lift that weight. Slowly lower. Trying to get deeper with every rep, right? Squeezing those glutes at the top and lowering back down. You're going to think about pressing yourself up through the heels to activate the glutes a little bit more. Try to get 3 more reps in. Last one. Lower that weight off, finish up your rep. You've got another 15 seconds, then we go back in. This time, we have 1 minute on the clock. So we're about to hit our 2 hardest intervals here, which you can absolutely do. Going in 3, 2, 1. Remember, torso tall, core tight. Shoulders are rolled back and down, away from the ears. Facing straight ahead. I'll give you another angle here. And if you can, try to bring the legs a little bit wider even. Sink into the depth. Great work. And of course, if you need to, on the D scale, you're welcome to lighten the load. I want you to fight for those reps. Although I would say I think the pyramid sets go by fairly quickly. Anytime there's a repeat like this, we know what's coming up next. And that in and of itself can be pretty motivating. Let's get one more. Lower that weight off for the squat and come up to standing. All right, we are halfway through this set. We're now on the D scale. I'm gonna switch that 30 for this next set. Going in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take it away. Can you come down a little bit lower this time? You have 2 more sets of these to go, and then you have a whole minute break between. Up through the heels. Drive yourself up with those glutes. "30 seconds. Halfway through it. Remember, only 2 sets left after this. Then we won't be doing this one again. Try to keep the same range that you started with. Last 2. 1 more. Finish off your rep. Take those 15 seconds. Then we go back in for our second to last set. Take a moment. Let the heart rate come down. I know 15 seconds is not much at all. In 2, in 1. Knees are wide. Again, trying to cover the same range you started with. Think about pulling yourself towards the floor and pushing your way back up. We're not just dropping down here. Another 4. And 3. 2. Last one. Finish it off with your final squat. Take your 15 seconds. Next up, we probably have 3 reps to do. 20 seconds. The easiest set of all of them. Going in 5, 4, push through it. On 1, finish it off, finish strong. Knees are staying behind the toes, in line with your second and third toes. Facing straight ahead, still torso tall. Another 3, and 2. We got more than I expected. Last one, lift it up, lower that weight up, and you can move your weights to the side. Our next set will be our butterfly banded hip thrusts. Now, of course, if you did want this to be more intense, you're welcome to use the weight as well, but I'll be going with my heavy adjustable band. And I'll be putting it on a slightly tighter setting than the loosest fit. If you don't have a bench nearby, you can, of course, do your glute bridges down on the mat. So we're going to place that band above the knees. Try not to fall. I know the legs are probably a little jello-y after that. If you are doing glute bridges, you're right here, up, open and close back down. Those of you with the bench, we're going to bring the bottom of our shoulder blades onto it. 90-degree angle in the legs, knees nice and wide, and we come up, open against that band, back to neutral, and down. Let's go. Lift, open, close, lower. Tuck the hips forward like we practiced at the start. 1, 2, 3, 4. Still trying to hold tension against that band as you lower down. Last one. Finish it off. Lower back down, and from here we have our 30-second interval. So again, you don't want the knees to buckle inward as you come back into your neutral stance. They should be in line with the hips. In 2, in 1. Lift, open, close, lower, and down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Raise, open, neutral, down. Tucking those hips forward, pulling tension against the band. Up, open, neutral, lower. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. Try to press out against it. Last time, and lower down. 15 seconds, then we're on to our minute interval. Now, something I just noticed is that we actually do have a 40-second timer, not a 30-second timer. But since that's harder, and I think you can do it, we're gonna stick it out with that. All right, going in 2, in 1. Up with the hips, open, neutral, down. Still pressing against that band. If you don't feel that burn yet, I want you to tighten up the adjustable you have. Lift, open, neutral, down. Don't release all of the tension you have on it. You've got that hip tuck forward as you come up, the chin tuck to the chest, and just keep driving up with those glutes. 1, 2, 3, 4. You're doing incredible. Do not give up. We're almost to the D scale. Let's get 3 more. 2 more. Last one. Slowly lower down for 3, 2, 1, and rest that booty on the floor. Next up, we are on our third to last. 6 sets. A little tricky to keep track of, but that's all right. I'm starting to feel that burn. I actually think I might tighten this up a little bit more. In 2, in 1. Hip tuck forward, open wide against that band, in and lower. Again, bringing your knees in line with the hips here, not closer together. Driving up through the heels, squeezing those glutes at the top, maximal contraction. Up, open, close, lower. Back nice and straight if you need to. Take the legs a little bit wider. You can play around with your base here. Hold tension out. Are you pushing your knees against the band on the way down too? Are you giving me everything you've got? Let's get 3 more. 2 more. Last one. And lower yourself down to the mat. 2 more sets to go. Those of you on YouTube, this will be our final 2 sets. Those of you on the 90-day program, we have 3 more pyramid sets to work through. All right, let's get into position in 2, in 1. Readjust where your shoulder blades are. You want the bottom of your shoulder blades lined up with the edge of the bench. Those of you on the mat, you're coming up and lowering vertebrae by vertebrae. Lift, open, in, and down. Drive up towards the ceiling, both hips in alignment. I don't want to see either one drooping down. Last 2. Last one. Lower it down and take that moment. Our final set, we're going to do pulse outs to the side for that entire 20 seconds. Coming up in 5, 4, get into position, 2, on 1, tuck those hips forward, curl the chin to the chest, lift up. We're gonna pulse out for 29, 28, 27, 26, 22, 20, 16, 15, 14, 13, 10, 9, 8, 7, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it in, lower down, and take your full minute of rest. That heavy band can come off. If you don't have my set of bands yet, by the way, these are adjustable for your individual hip size, the strength you're feeling for today. They are really awesome for your workouts, and you can find them in the links below the video. All right, YouTube family, I will see you for the next workout. Don't forget to smash that thumbs up button for me. Subscribe to the channel for a new routine every week, and I'll see you on the flip side. If you were here on the YouTube with me today, thanks for joining me, and I just want to tell you really quickly that these are just sample strength workouts from the 90-day program app that I'll be coming out with shortly. I have not made that announcement yet, but when it does, be sure that you're following me on Instagram so that you see that come up and you know how to get access to it if you are enjoying the workouts. The other thing I did want to let you in on is that I upload a new home workout every single week. It's usually at 10 a.m. EST. I think I've stuck to that for about 4 years now. But next week, we've got our push versus pull upper body pyramid sets, which again will be another sample from the 90-day program. And you can also check out the free calendar I've designed for you in the links below in this video description. This workout guide will give you 5 workouts a week to follow, a brand new one every Wednesday, as I just mentioned, and you are going to get all the benefits that I offer in that calendar brought your way for literally free. Please take advantage of it. All right, everyone. Thanks for joining me once again. I'll see you for the next new upload.